Today, I'm going to do some glucose testing. I haven't done that in a while, but I'll tell you why I'm doing it. I know with Choc Zero, there's it's spiking glucose I've heard of in quite a bit of people. It's never spiked mine when I've tested it, but here's what I want to try. First, we got these peanut butter cups. Choc Zero has made the peanut butter creamier, apparently. The milk chocolate isn't the creamy peanut butter version yet. These are. I went and looked at my old video to see what the ingredients and nutrition and everything were for these dark chocolate ones. These are really creamy peanut butter now. Ingredients have not changed. Nutrition has not changed. Nothing's changed, apparently. But the texture's changed, so there's different amounts of ingredients that I would think there would have to be to change it. But also, I've been asked about their syrups too. So here's an old bottle of my caramel syrup. The first ingredient in this is liquid vegetable fiber. That used to be the ingredients the ingredient they used in this. They've changed it. I have a brand new bottle. First ingredient, soluble corn fiber, which is resistant dextrin. I'd actually messaged them about the change because I had bottles that conflicted with what they said on their site. And this is what they changed to. Before, I believe the liquid vegetable fiber was a combination of soluble corn fiber and another fiber. They removed the other fiber. So I want to test this too. First though, I'll show you the peanut butter cup. If I can break it in half here. Whoops. I tried to break it in half and I smushed it. But you can see how creamy the peanut butter is now. Compared to, I'll show you a milk chocolate one that doesn't have the creamier peanut butter yet. Compared to this. Look at the difference in texture of the peanut butter. I think they announced that the milk chocolate was going to change too, they just haven't done it yet. White chocolate also has the creamy version right now. You can see the white chocolate has the creamy version. All right. These, just an ingredient change. So I'm gonna take my glucose now, get a starting point, and I'm just gonna eat all 3 of these cups and do a full serving of this so we get some good results. I don't really wanna have this much fiber today, this much fiber or this many carbs today, but I'm going to. We'll chalk it down for science. It'll be better to know going long term if I wanna have a little bit, if I should or not. Starting glucose will be 83. So we're starting at 83. I'm gonna take it a second time just to make sure because I do have issues with the tips of my finger, the blood getting thick when my hands are cold. So I'm gonna take it twice to see if we get a similar number. All right, my other hand has the glucose of 94. I hate this stuff. 94 on the right hand, 83 on the left hand. That doesn't make sense. I guess we'll go for a third one. I'm getting another one from my left hand now. I think my first reading was low because I feel like my blood was too thick, which is what happens with my fingers. If my blood looks really thick, I usually get low readings. All right. 92, so low 90s is what my starting looks like. Just having a hard time getting my blood today. I got holes all over my fingers. My blood does not want to come out. But I got my hands good and warm before this last one. So now, see if we can find fingers without little dots of blood on it. And eat some chocolate. This one I've tested before, the peanut butter the way it is, so it shouldn't cause an issue, but I'm not gonna waste it. I've not tried one of these white chocolate ones with the creamy center yet. Feels like it's more pure peanuts or something. The peanut flavor is stronger than these creamy ones, I think. Now, let's try this dark chocolate one. Which right now might be my favorite one. I don't know what I'm doing to myself. This is crazy. Now the new syrup. Oh, I like the new lids a lot. So, here's the old lid. Open like this. This thing broke on a couple of mine. A couple of them don't fasten real good. This new lid looks like it's a lot better shape and snaps a lot better. Didn't even know that had changed. This is a lot of syrup. But if I don't take a whole serving, when I tell people it doesn't spike, we'll say it's because I didn't take a whole serving. So let's get a whole serving in. Okay, we'll be back in like 30 minutes to check my glucose. Actually, I think I'm gonna test it in 15 minutes too. I wanna do a 15, 30-minute test. So I'll be back in 15. 15 minutes, we're up. I'm gonna check this again. There, this works so much better when you warm up your hand first. So after 15 minutes, 115. It's the highest I've seen mine in a long, long time. Let's try another 15. All right, another 15 minutes. Now we are at 151. Wow. I'll take it again just to make sure. Let's try it again. 148. The question is it the syrup or the peanut butter cups? I'm gonna guess the syrup is doing this. But because of this, I'm gonna have to test it separate and see which one it is. But I'm gonna test it again in another 30 minutes at the hour mark and see where it's at. All right, been an hour total now, 30 minutes since the last test. And after an hour, 139. So it's starting to come back down. I'm not gonna do the hour-and-a-half test. I'm gonna go eat. What I am gonna do is wait longer to post this video and test these products individually, it looks like. I'll try the peanut butter cups and syrup separately and see what happens. This is the first time I've seen my glucose spike on anything in like 2 years, right? So this isn't as big a spike as some people see, but it's the biggest one I've seen in a very long time. So I'm gonna try to narrow it down. Maybe it's eating that much at once is my first thing even. A lot of things can go into blood glucose. So after this, I'm gonna, in a couple days, I'll test just one item. Well, probably all the peanut butter cups together. And see if it's that, see if it's the syrup, see if it's both. See if it's both together. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna do some more testing with this and post it on this video. I was wrong. I am going to do a test at the hour mark. My food's almost ready to eat, and it's been an hour now since, or another 30 minutes since my last one. So I'm gonna test it before I eat my meal. I did notice I actually had 2 servings of the syrup. I thought a serving was 2 tablespoons. It's 1 tablespoon. So yeah, I had 2 tablespoons of syrup and 3 cups. So I had 5 servings of that stuff. So maybe it's just the pure amount I had even, which we'll get into that in further testing. But I'm gonna see what my hour mark glucose is. I have been up moving around the last 30 minutes fixing my food. All right, so let's see. After an hour, it's back down to 109. So at the hour mark, it's almost all the way back down. It's actually been like 56 minutes. So just short of an hour. We're back down to 109. So it's definitely coming back down the way it's supposed to, which is good. We'll see what my further testing leads to. All right, let's check the glucose on these peanut butter cups again. Here's my starting today. 98. So I'm starting at 98. I have already eaten lunch and stuff today, but it was long enough ago that it should have been back down. So I'm gonna eat all 3 of these again like I did the first go around. And then we're gonna check and see if these are what escalated my glucose level. Again, that's the thicker peanut butter. This is good. The creamer is way better. I'm not sure if I'm eating them in the same order or if that has anything to do with it. It shouldn't though. There's a dark chocolate with a nice creamy center. I'm really hoping it's the syrup and not these, because I like to have a couple of these once or twice through the week. And a white chocolate one. With the creamy peanut butter. Alright, I'll be back in about 30 minutes and test my glucose again. It's been 30 minutes. I hate poking myself with needles. Please be low. 107. Whew. It's only up 9 points. That's way better than what I saw yesterday. I'll try it a second time just to make sure. All right, one more time. 107 again. All right. I'll be back in 30 minutes to check it again. All right, we're at the hour mark. Let's test this again. 2, 1. 93. So after an hour, we're back. So I think I can roll these out. Does that mean it's the syrup? Probably. I will test the syrup tomorrow. Alright, I'm back for some more glucose testing. This time syrup only. And again, the difference was this is made with soluble corn fiber, where this one was made with liquid vegetable fiber. The liquid vegetable fiber, I'm almost positive, actually has soluble corn fiber in it. Now also, last time I did it without knowing. I thought 2 tablespoons was a serving. A serving is 1 tablespoon, so I had a lot of this. I'm going to test it now with a regular 1 tablespoon serving. But first, let's get our starting glucose. We're going to start at 96. Now let's eat some syrup. I don't really care for eating this syrup just plain like this, honestly. Hey Siri, set a timer for 30 minutes.
Okay, 30 minutes and counting.
Alright, I'll be back in 30 minutes to test my glucose again. Alright, it's been 30 minutes. Time to check the glucose again. Now the glucose is 119. It's gone up quite a beginning. We'll check again in another 30 minutes. Alright, it's been another 30 minutes, so an hour total. Let's check and see what the glucose is now. I accidentally grabbed a ketone stick instead of a glucose test. But anyway, my ketones are 0.9. Let me grab a glucose stick. Alright, now glucose is 112. So it's not the big, huge, crazy spike it was last time. But remember, last time I also had 2 servings of this. Going up to 112 still seems kind of high to me, or 115. So I don't know that these new syrups are something I want to use. Luckily, I still have a lot of these that didn't do anything to me. They're made with the liquid vegetable fiber. But I'm not sure I want these, especially if, I mean, how often are you just going to get a tablespoon of something like this? But yeah, I probably won't be doing the syrups anymore, but I'm glad that I did not have that issue with the peanut butter cups, for sure. I'm going to add to my video now. I was done, but I'm sitting here looking at all the data from this glucose test, and having 3 peanut butter cups and 2 tablespoons of that syrup definitely shot my glucose up. I'm not worried about 9 points from 3 peanut butter cups. It's rare that I even eat that many of those. The syrup was a 23-point jump in glucose with just 1 tablespoon of syrup. Now that is technically within the error on these systems, but I can take it over and over once my fingers are warm, at least. I can take it over and over and get the exact same number. So I don't like saying it can be 20 points off. It can be 20 points off, but this thing seems to take it pretty accurately for me. That being said, 1 tablespoon and only going up 23 points, probably not the worst thing in the world. At least that's what I think. But I don't think I want it still. I don't want that jump. But it's so rare that I have those things. I'm just trying to think, when I use those, do I ever have that much? Because usually when I use these syrups, it's a little, if I have it on ice cream, I probably use more than a serving. So I might not have it on ice cream. But a lot of times I just drizzle it over the top of something, like a little bit on one of my cheesecakes or something. Maybe I still do that. I don't know. We'll see. I may test some more of the flavors. Maybe even test it on something, like get my chocolate fudge one out, order me a new one of those after I run out of the ones I have. Get me a new one of those and put it on ice cream and check my glucose and see, I guess. But that, I definitely can't have 3 peanut butter cups and 2 tablespoons of syrup. That was crazy. Because even the 119 for the syrup, I've not seen my glucose myself at 119 in over a year and a half. The highest I'd ever seen, I think, was like 111. So for me, that's still high. But from what I've heard with the Choc Zero stuff and soluble corn fiber, test yourself. Everybody's going to react different to this stuff.